Okay, let's get started. We're going to talk about how to elevate your everyday look. And I am pumped to get into this. There's so much great content here. You're going to learn three new ways to change the way that you shop and update your style with ease to go from feeling overwhelmed and lost in what to buy to feeling confident in making your shopping decisions and look good in everything that you wear. Okay, in the chat box, you can let me know if you have questions along the way. I'm actually going to add the lookbook real quick, just so, or not the lookbook, sorry, the workbook for you. If you haven't downloaded it yet, definitely download it and you can print it out and take notes as we go. There's so much goodness today. So let's just get right into it. Welcome, my beautiful friend. I am going to share with you how to take your style to the next level and find clothing that fits you best in terms of your body, life, and personality, because those are three very important elements when it comes to finding your style. How to shift from feeling frumpy or out of touch with what your style is to rocking new looks that help you show up in a way that feels good and looks good to give you that boost of confidence throughout your day. This is a virtual training experience that I'm going to take you through a styling process where you learn more about yourself and what you desire and what to avoid when you shop. I love a good Insta moment. If you're going through this and you have some time, you can always snap a picture of yourself or a picture of the content that you found very relevant and helpful. And you can tag me at thecloset.edit. Just for showing up today, I want to give you a little something. Thank you so much for your time. I know that this is going to give you the content that you need to take your style to the next level. And I'm all about organization and keeping things clean and seeing what you really have to work with. So, for free, you're going to get my closet organization and storage guide. If you've gotten this in the past, we have updated it with new content. We even added a men's section because we know a lot of you women are living with men or have a man in your life that could also use some helpful hints. So, this also has content on how to um, figure out what to store for the season for both men and women and how to organize your closet. So, it's been updated. And if you stay until the very end, I will give you an extra gift for going through this training with me. So let's talk about why you are here, why shopping has been a struggle for you. Number one is that you haven't shopped in a long time. This is a really big one. A lot of people, because of COVID, they have kind of held off on shopping and they're bored of their clothing. You're opening up your closet and you feel like you have like the same cuts and styles that you've had for years, but you also don't want to shop because it's been so long that everything feels so new that you don't know what works for you in the store anymore. Struggle number two, maybe you have tried to go shopping. Maybe you have done some online shopping, but you're kind of feeling that clothing doesn't really fit right. You feel like maybe something's wrong with your body or everything that's new and trending right now just doesn't fit for you. So you revert back to wearing your old favorites. Struggle number three, maybe you just don't know what your style is. You buy pieces here and there, but you open up your closet and it kind of feels like things are all over the place. You can't even create full outfits because there's no consistency. I actually just had a client that had this problem a week ago. She's been like on a roll trying to find what her style is and didn't have a plan and just kept shopping and shopping. And she has a big walk in closet just filled with way too much clothes of too many different styles and nothing cohesive. Struggle number four, you don't wear what you buy. You have felt disappointed with your new purchases, but you kind of just hold on to it because you're like, maybe I'll figure out how to wear it. Maybe I'll pull it out. Maybe it'll work for me. But they just sit there and some of them still have tags on it. Struggle number five, you need a style update. You have a closet full of great pieces, but they don't fit your life anymore. Maybe your body and your lifestyle have changed. And so now you need a full update, but you don't know what direction to take. So let's see which one you can relate to. Can you relate to one, you haven't shopped in a long time? Two, the new clothing doesn't fit. Number three, you don't know your style. Number four, you don't wear what you buy. Or number five, you just need an overall style update. Please feel free to chat in the chat box and let me know. I want to hear what you've been struggling with so that we can see how we can turn this around and change the way that you are shopping. Yes, there are so many reasons why it's probably not working for you. And today you are exactly where you need to be. I want to help you try something new to change the way that you've been shopping. Let's forget about quick fixes or style boxes and shopping without a plan and wasting money on clothes that doesn't change how you look or feel day to day. And let's talk about how to get some new results to take your style to the next level. My name is Tanya Bernadette. If we haven't worked together, if we haven't met, I know there are some clients on here and some that are not. I started my business 14 years ago, and I had no idea how many lives I'd changed because that dream to be a stylist came from the lack of styling advice that felt practical. There was and still is a lot of misinformation about trends and what to buy. I've always loved fashion, and I learned at a young age how to interpret what works for me and why. And when I started realizing how many people struggle with their body, with shopping, how to spend their money, I knew that I was the right person to help them put it together. Styling really is a relationship of getting to know you and interpret what fits you best. The styling method that you're going to learn today has helped thousands of people all around the world with success, and it's given me the opportunity to be recognized on television. I host my own podcast, hosted many events, and used to be a magazine stylist. Every project and opportunity I've had to connect with others comes from this desire to empower women to make changes in their life that help them reach new levels personally and professionally. Through helping clients find their style, they also learn more about themselves through the process. Now, I want you to imagine what it would feel like to look in the mirror with confidence and to feel put together and ready for the day, no matter how chaotic life is right now. And I can totally understand that because I have a 3-year old and a 7-year old. So I know what chaos feels like. As you begin to understand more about yourself through the style process, you'll begin making purchases that fit well, that elevate your confidence, and give you that put together look that you've been trying to achieve for your everyday life. Let's talk about how to elevate your style. Make sure to take plenty of notes. And as you go through this, you can also add your questions in the chat box or write them down to ask later. You know I love a plan. So let me share with you what the plan is for today. We're going to talk about one, get clear on your style goals. Two, edit down your closet. Three, try something new. Four, how to work with me. And then at the end, we're going to have a Q&A. How can your style boost your confidence? I was really inspired to talk about this on a podcast episode recently because I don't think you realize how your style can boost your confidence until you step into it and you're going through life and feeling that confidence. So, what inspired me to do this podcast episode and talk about this is it was a guy client that reached out to me through an email saying that he didn't know what this thing was because when people talk about style and confidence, he didn't know what that meant until he started wearing all of his new pieces and feeling like he was getting noticed and people were wanting to talk to him. And he felt like he wanted to show up more and go out. So, style and confidence are really interlinked together. You can get a job promotion by stepping up your style game to help you get recognized, be taken seriously. I have clients that feel like they look really young, and so they want to dress like they are older so that people don't think that they're 20 when they're actually 40. So, it can help you show up and feel like a leader. Dating success. I work a lot with people that are dating and trying to find love. And it's never the clothing that's doing the work, it's how you feel in the clothing. A lot of people talk about wanting to feel sexy, attractive, fun, but through the process, you have to learn what that means to you because that can mean something different to you than it does for someone else. And another one is just feeling good in your body. I don't want you to stop your life because you're not a certain size. And when you start dressing in clothes that actually fit, you stop fidgeting, you stop remembering that you're wearing clothing that doesn't fit well or that your body has even changed. The major benefits of learning to elevate your everyday style is that you have clothing to dress up and down. The beauty about elevating your everyday style is it's easy to mix and match. Another thing is you get better at decision making. You'll stop second guessing yourself when you shop. And when you start seeing things that really work for you, it's easier to make decisions and be like, oh, no, actually, that piece doesn't work because you have something to measure it up against. And number three, you stop trying to make things work. I am a true believer of this, not only for style, but for life in general. When you start trying to make things work so hard, it just doesn't line up with you. It's not meant for you. And in style, you'll just have mismatched pieces and it won't feel cohesive. Okay, right now we're going to get to workbook part one, and it's get clear on your style goals. I am all about this. Let's talk about why shopping has been so hard for you. You go out to shop, you go without a plan, without evaluating what your current closet situation is, and without having any direction to take. So you're like a chicken walking into a store and trying to find random things at work. Here's the shopping cycle that you've been stuck in and why you can't quite figure out how to elevate your everyday style. So, first, you start to feel like you have nothing to wear. You've been opening up your closet, and every time you feel like something's missing and you don't have the right piece today. But what you end up doing, of course, is you pull out that piece that you've been wearing on repeat. Even though there's so much in your closet, you somehow grab the same items over and over again. They're like your tried and true pieces. And then because of that frustration at night, you're like, I am going to find a new top. Go online and you start scrolling, and you go to that same go to store and begin shopping because you think if you get something new, it's going to change how you feel. Then you start adding to cart, add to cart, add to cart. And there's a pattern when you're adding things to cart. They tend to be similar styles, similar colors, or just sale items that you keep buying because you think it's going to refresh your wardrobe, but it doesn't really connect with you. And then as the orders come in, you keep a thing or two because you spent the time already going online trying to buy something, but then you end up feeling like nothing worked, or you keep the item and don't wear it, and you go back to feeling like you have nothing to wear. Let's get clear from the beginning. I want you to first stop the scrolling. This process is about first, before you do the shopping, we need to look inside yourself to find the answers and take away that outside noise and how everyone else is dressing for just a minute. Because when you start comparing yourself to others, that's when the big disconnect happens. Even with clients that are very organized and have like their Pinterest board and inspiration boards, it's very interesting because it's never exactly the right piece. It's always more of a general look that they're trying to go for rather than piece by piece. So, identifying what we need first is very powerful. Let's talk about which one of these looks more elevated. I'm going to have you take a look yourself and see how you can decipher what works. So there's number one here to the left. Do you think that one looks more elevated? Or number two to the right? Do you think that one looks more elevated? What do you think is the best option from the two? And you can talk about the outfit, you can talk about the piece in general. Let's see. Okay, so I know there's a big price difference, but it's not just about price. So to the right, we've got the Allison Olivia for 221, and we have that CC top for $41. That CC top, not a fan of. So the quality of that fabric, that CC top looks like so itchy. It looks very dated, not a fan. But the one to the right has like beautiful structure, the lines to it. You could tell it's just a soft, crisp fabric. And it looks so put together. And even if that top were paired with jeans, you could still wear that top with jeans and it would look fabulous. You could do a jean and a sneaker and look so good in that. So it's not even that the left side has a jean, but it's just the fabric and the look of it. Okay, one more to get you going. Which one looks more put together? The left, number one, or the right, number two? Which one feels more put together just by looking at it? And it could be the outfit again, or it could just be like parts of it. What feels more put together? Definitely the left. So if you choose left, it is the left. And again, it's not price. That piece is by Cezanne for 120. Not sure if you've heard of Cezanne, but they're a French brand and beautiful, just everyday wear. But what happens with these is the left is actually more modern. The right is kind of sloppy. It's like somebody trying to hide their body. It's also dated. I mean, you can do a long duster or a trench coat, but you want something that fits your body well. This one just looks like way too much fabric, too many pockets, and all the things. And it's a wide leg pant with a long flowy cardigan. That just doesn't make sense. I don't want you drowning in your clothes. Okay, so what I want you to do, this is what is going to guide you moving forward. These questions that you ask yourself, there are four parts to this. So, number one, you want to have awareness. You being here today means that you are already aware something is not working. And that is a great start because that's where change will start to happen when you notice it. So, awareness, you need to ask yourself, what do you not like about how you're dressing? Because to move forward, we need to know where you're at. Number two, set your intention or your goal. How would you describe the style that you want to achieve? You need something to aim for. Number three, add your story. You can't connect with your intention or your goal without a story. Why is this important to you? And number four, stop the cycle. You might catch yourself now that you know the different cycles of shopping and feeling like you have nothing to wear. You'll be able to stop yourself next time and do something different. So I want you to ask yourself, what do you need to stop doing to achieve this? And in your workbook, you can fill this out. Here's an example of a journal entry. You can go in and answer the questions one by one, or you can use them and do an overall journal entry, whatever feels best for you. But definitely write it down because writing things down makes a huge impact. So I'm currently dressing in clothing that makes me feel like I'm not at the level I want to be in. I find lately that I'm feeling insecure because I don't look put together and all my clothing feels and looks cheap. I've been scared to invest more in clothing because I don't want to make the wrong decision. I want to look and feel powerful with pieces that feel sharp and that aren't off the sale rack or random buys. I want outfits that feel like they were thought out. And updating my style will help me step into this new position at work and own my role with my team. Here is a testimonial, actually a text message. I had to screenshot it of a client named Jennifer who had worked with me for a long time. And if you saw what her style was when we first started, it was like all florally, very kind of hippy dippy. But that didn't connect with her anymore. And she came to me when she became aware that for whatever reason, something wasn't working. After a few years of working together, she is at a totally different place in her life. Her style has evolved. It is more powerful, clean cut. And this text message just says it all. It says, I just got promoted to director. I'm officially an executive at Amazon. Thanks so much for your help again. I think that what we wear impacts how we show up and feel. And working with you helped me on my path to promotion. Thank you. So people come to me when something is happening in their life, and I help you achieve those goals with your style. So, number two, let's get to number two. Edit down your closet. Why start here in your closet? Let me tell you a little bit about my brand called The Closet Edit. my styling business. So 14 years ago when I started, the name of my business, that's now the Closet Edit, was actually called Tanya Bernadette Personal Shopping. After a few years in, I knew that the personal shopping was so much more than just shopping. When clients reached out to me, they reached out, they were vulnerable, they wanted to help pursuing their goals and stepping into this bigger place in their life. No one just calls me and is like, hey, I need a new wardrobe. That's why that why and understanding and going into your closet is so important. It says so much about you and where you're at. So the rebrand happened in 2016. To be effective with shopping, you need to take notes from your closet first. So after you decide what direction you're going to take, what you want to achieve with your style, we need to look into your closet. Number one, we need to see what do you have enough of? If you have 10 black shirts, I don't think we need to put money into any more black shirts. I'm sure you have enough. It's time to try something new, find a color, a print, something else that lines up with the style that you want to achieve. Number two, where are the gaps? If you are like on your pant game and you've got so many great fitting pants, but you don't have the right shirts, then that's something that you need to look for. Number three, you need to take a look at some of those pieces that have had a good life. What needs to be updated and why? Maybe there's something you've had from 5 years ago that worked, but now you're like, I used to like that blazer. Maybe I need a new blazer with some less padding in it or less structure in it and something I could actually wear with jeans. If you've ever worn clothing that doesn't look good on you, doesn't feel good, makes you feel self conscious, and goes against how you want to show up, I am giving you permission to let those pieces go. There is no need, like I said, to make things work that do not work for you. To update your style and move forward, you have to let go what's holding you back. Anything that doesn't fit right or align with your goals must go. Here's a list of 5 things. These are 5 examples of things in your closet that you can donate ASAP. So, things that are too big or too small. Actually, in the guide that you get for free for being here, I talk about what to do with pieces if you fluctuate in weight. Side note. Okay. 2, clothing that was the you 5 years ago or more. 3, you don't feel good wearing, and you always take it off when you try it on and pull it out of your closet. Number 4, it doesn't fit your lifestyle anymore. This is really important. This is another thing I've heard a lot from COVID. You're not going out as much, or when you go out, you're not like super, super fancy. So if that just doesn't fit your life anymore, time to find something new. And number 5, things that have had a good life. They're old, dated, and faded. Here is an example from Claudia's closet. And this just shares the power of learning from what is in your closet. So these pictures are her before. In her mid 30s, Claudia realized that she was struggling to feel good when in what she was wearing and she wanted to start dating again. But she opened up her wardrobe and realized that everything looked too frilly, too cheap, and it didn't align with how she wanted to show up on her dates. Like, I mean, if you opened your closet and saw this, like, what would you do? So after working together, it just look at this. These are her after pictures of things that she had purchased that actually aligned with how she wanted to show up. And this is what she wrote to me, this email that says, I just wanted to tell you how grateful I am that you helped me clean out my closet. I realize that I have been shopping ineffectively and buying things that don't produce the image I hope to cultivate. I can see now that I've had some major blinders on when it comes to that. And you were instrumental in helping me release my habitual shopping mistakes. Thank you. And she added, LOL. So since then, I think this was a couple of years ago. Since then, she just sent me an invite a few days ago, inviting me to the launch of her new business. She is feeling good. She is going places. Stepping up her style game helped her also step up and step into the goals that she had for herself. Final result after going through her closet is now you have a shopping plan. You have a clear picture of what you really have to work with. Everything that is left is what you have to work with. And I know that can be intimidating, but it is so helpful. But now you need to see what you have to buy. If you can open up your closet to pieces that fit well that you can just pull out and wear, how would that change your life? You can share in the comments, you can write it in your notebook. How would it change your life to have all these pieces that just fit you well that you could pull out? Number three, try something new. This is where we get into the shopping now. Here are the 5 shopping cycles. I want to know which one you're in. Number one, you go shopping, and what you end up doing is falling into comfort. You get the leggings, the loungewear, the pieces that are really soft and comfy. Number two, you are purchasing all the colors of that one style you know that works. You know the jeans that work, and you want every shade of it. Or that top, you're like, what prints and what colors does that come in? Because I want all of them. Number three, you continually go back to what you know. That cowl neck that worked for you, you're like, I love a good cowl neck. I know it works. I'm not going to try something new, so I'm going to buy that. Number four, shopping from Instagram. You see all the pretty things and all the cheap pieces, and you're like, oh my gosh, that looks so pretty on picture. And then you buy it. Or number five, you are really into sales. Like everything that you have in your closet is probably a sale item. You've never paid anything full price. Yep, this is what happens. Let's talk about modern versus dated and how to achieve a different look. So, when you are looking at pieces, and I thought this would be a great example because I know there's all this controversy between the skinny jean and whether it's dated or not. And regardless of it is, you can make something dated look more modern. So, from the left here, sorry, Stitch Fix, I'm not a fan. This looks like a Stitch Fix outfit. The like flat little sneakers, the skinny jeans, and this polka dot top that probably everybody had if they had Stitch Fix. And then to the right, you see a more modern look, an elevated look that has some more wide leg pants or a straight leg and beige top that's ribbed. So these are two different looks. Right now, style is in this phase where it's getting more relaxed. It doesn't mean it's not put together, but people want comfort. When people work with me and they seek me, they are like, I want to look put together, but I want to be comfortable. So COVID did this, and it's awesome because designers have had to adapt. So that's why the wider pant is more in right now. And it's something that's going to move forward to being like bigger, flowier pieces. But let's go back to the skinny pant and what we can do to change it up. So, I did a podcast also a few weeks ago where I talk, maybe a month ago, where I talk about pieces that stand the test of time. And sometimes it's a surprise of like what ends up being in your closet forever that you can keep taking out and redo. And some pieces don't. And if you have a skinny jean, I know some people are still really attached to it, although I do have my clients that are loving their wide leg pant and straight legs. But if you are still in this mode, or you have a piece that you feel might be semi dated, here's an example of adding new things just to change up the look. So here is this outfit before, and then the outfit after. You can still wear a skinny jean, but add a colorful blazer, add a crisp, good fitting quality t shirt, add some flat, chunky loafers. Or if your style isn't that, you could do a flat loafer like an AGL or a Tory Burch that's more classic. And you can add some hoop earrings that are chunky like this. They're not really big, these are actually small. So this transforms that look to the left completely. And I'll get into it later, but color combinations also make a look more modern. I'm sure you're looking at this and thinking, Tanya, why did you put together a beige top and a bright red jacket? I promise you that you can definitely wear this and it looks so good when you put it together. So, what new styles have you tried that you did not like? Share them in the comments. I'm going to share with you mine because I recently went through this. It's not that I didn't like it, and there's always a way around it. There's always a way of finding what does work for you. So I have been on this hunt for like the perfect sneaker. I want the perfect sneaker. I need something comfortable. I'm at that point where I can't really wear heels anymore. And I ordered a few pairs. I ordered a few styles. And this is what I did. I had to evaluate why some of them didn't work and why some did. And in general, my style is very dressy. I'm all about a blazer, dressing up, some pretty short heels, or boots, or like a nice, sandal. But anyways, when it comes to sneakers, I wear my sneakers to the gym, but I know that I can integrate it to my everyday look. So what I did is I found that Nikes or New Balance that are really like more of an athletic brand didn't fit my style, but something slightly higher end, I tried Tory Burch and Ted Baker and I loved it. I felt so put together. So when you try new styles, it's good to learn from the process. Never be discouraged as you're shopping for things. And if it doesn't work, always learn and keep track of what you discover along the way. So, how do you handle new styles? For some people that have gone through the pandemic, or not some people, for all of us have gone through the pandemic, when we go shopping again, you have probably found that, oh my gosh, everything looks brand new. Like, what am I going to do? How am I going to figure out what works for me? So, the way to handle seeing new styles is you have to be open to exploring. It will take a little bit of trial and error, but make sure that you take note on what you like or don't like for the future. And also know that the cuts to pieces are different. The silhouette that was popular before for the body is slightly different. It's more relaxed now. Not everything needs to be tight and super fitted. Let's go into detail a bit more about what elevated style really is. So, elevated style is modern pieces with a twist that work for you, of what you like and what feels good and lights you up. It is a mix of casual wear and formal wear that look effortless yet intentional. And when you achieve this, you'll know because you're going to want to take a second glance at yourself in the mirror. You're going to want to keep wearing that same piece over and over again with everything. And you're going to feel like going out more. Even if it's a grocery store, you're going to be like, hey, I want to wear my new jeans. So, for shopping, there's so many places to shop from online. I want to hear what places you like to shop from and share some that maybe you've gone to and maybe you haven't. I know the most popular one that I hear that people shop at is Nordstrom. I'm not sure where everyone is from today, but I live in Seattle, Washington. I work with people everywhere, but Nordstrom seems to be a favorite for many. So let's talk about choosing stores that work with your style and budget. Even for clients that are on a budget, I still recommend starting at mid range clothing. And the reason why is that when you spend less on your clothing, with pieces like from Forever 21 or Target, the fit isn't always right. Some of the things just don't last as long and they don't feel as good on you or special. And so when I say mid range, my point of mid range is $50 and up. I'm thinking J. Crew, Madewell, that kind of place, and then higher end. So from mid range to higher end. And these are some stores that tend to be favorites for clients. J. Crew is a great place if you need some basics with a fun take on color, on styles and prints. They're a good mid range. Rag and Bone is higher end, but they have some casual, edgy, well constructed pieces. And both my guy and female clients love it. Cut from the cloth, they sell this at Macy's and Nordstrom. Surprisingly, for a mid range denim, they fit really well, and some of their jeans just last forever. So it's a great brand to look at. And they do a good job with the cuts and keeping things modern. Ted Baker is one of my favorites. If you've taken my style personality quiz, you know what your style personality is. Mine is definitely the creative heart. Ted Baker just fits that to my soul. Colorful prints, they are dressy, unique pieces, they are slightly higher end. And then Madewell is great for casual, cool, day to day wear that you can just like mix up and dress up and down. Is it normal to think, will I be able to update my look if I have no fashion sense? And my answer is yes. We just went through a few exercises where you got to give me feedback and you got to see what looks elevated and what doesn't. So it's more about how you're making your decisions, but you can see and tell what works well. And through the process, I do show you, of course, how to make your decisions. But let's talk about trying something new and the power of it. My client, Marin, before we worked together, she wanted to get her style right so bad that she got stuck in neutrals and boring basics because she thought since she's on a budget and she wants to get right, that's the way to do it. And it didn't reflect her fun, flirty self. And in this picture, you can see that she has like a fun, flirty side. And after working together, she saw the power of trying something new and learning how pieces could be matched together. Because when you create, I don't like to call it a capsule wardrobe. I actually call it, when I work with clients, I call it creating a foundation to your wardrobe. Your foundation, you can create it, mix and match to it, and then build on that. Where capsule seems so like closed off in a box and you can't grow. I do not like the word capsule wardrobe. And client Tina, when she asked, will this work for me? She wrote, Tanya is a genius in the wardrobe stylist industry. I've never had any type of fashion sense, yet with Tanya's help, I'm now getting daily comments on my outfits. I went from wearing jeans and t shirts and tennis shoes to wearing stylish everyday outfits that are not only comfortable and appropriate for my lifestyle, but are within my budget. I now have the confidence to purchase additional items and seamlessly blend them into my wardrobe. And that's what we want to do. So, what excites you most about using these new strategies to shop with success? We went over a lot of information with the three strategies. I want you to go through that workbook and put something today that you can implement. Get something done in 24 hours. Do one small thing to make a difference, and you will see that you're going to be on your way to building a style that works for you. Let's talk about what we covered today. To update your style and move forward, you have to let go of what's holding you back. Anything that doesn't fit right or align with your goals must go. Questions to ask yourself. There are four parts: create awareness, set your intention, add your story, and stop the cycle. Learn about the five shopping cycles that are there and what you're stuck in so that you can move forward. Updating an old favorite is definitely possible, and you can learn how to update your look and add new pieces. Are you excited to begin shopping for new spring outfits? Can you see how using these strategies will help you shop differently? When you close your eyes, can you imagine wearing new clothes that look good and fit well? Would you like me to guide you through the process of building an elevated everyday style? So you have two choices. One, you can continue shopping alone, following Instagram, bloggers, putting time and energy trying to figure it out without a plan in place. Or number two, we can do this together. And you can shop for my style boards, get my support, follow a path that has worked for thousands of other people just like you. Let me personally invite you to Style Refresh. Style Refresh is the only online shopping experience to help you build a wardrobe that truly reflects you. It's a step by step approach that will help you confidently find your style, shop for the right pieces to bring together your outfits, and show you exactly what to buy for the season. This is my spring 2023 online style program. I've done this for 3 years. Absolutely love it. And every time it just gets better and better. And I have some exciting things to share with you to help you level up your style to fit your body and your life and you. So, within Style Refresh, you get my exact process to level up your style that I use with every client. So, you go from finding what your style is and what direction to take, with exactly where to shop and what to buy. And I also teach you how to make decisions on what to keep and let go of. Because as you know, it is sometimes a little bit of trial and error when you're trying to define what your style is. But I want you to make online orders that fit you best. Let me share about why I created Style Refresh. My team and I have done this because I want to make fashion and styling accessible to everybody. This is great for clients if we have worked together before in person. This is a great way of having continued one on one support after our session. This is also great for clients that really want to learn the secret and the method I use and how you go through the process. Because when you go one on one with the client, yes, it is awesome. You get instant results, but you don't learn the behind the scenes part of it. And this gives you everything. This gives you all the tools that I use with my clients as I'm working with them. For those of you that like to take your a little extra time in making decisions and thinking things through, this is also great because you get to take your time through the process. You can go as quickly or as slowly as you want through Style Refresh to start shopping on your own and building your wardrobe. And if you are looking to try something new to give you better results shopping, this is where you want to be. Not in the style box that doesn't get to know you, that is just automated and with people that are stylists, but they're actually salespeople for the business. You don't want that. You want to learn how to do this on your own and make decisions and bring it together. And this is also great for people that can't afford to work with me one on one. I know how much a stylist can change your life because I've worked with so many people that have had big life changes through working in this process together. And I want that accessible for everyone. And there are so many more reasons why I created this resource for people. Let's talk about what's inside of Style Refresh. So, you get my spring 2023 style boards to shop from. And what the style boards are, here's an example of just a clip, but the style boards are organized by body type and style personality. And you can click the image and it takes you directly where to buy it. So you can go through and see pieces that I personally picked out that have worked with clients one on one. I share everything with you and you can shop from these pieces. So I start at mid range again and go up from there. There's very, very, very few high end. It's mainly mid range pieces. You also get access to videos, PDFs, fill in the blank guides, and an exclusive site called the TCE Insider Group with everything you need to shop on your own. And if you have the workbook and you love it, imagine that times five because there's five modules to help walk you through finding your style and shopping. And this is broken up in actually two parts. Part two is what I'm really excited about because we just added it this season. But part one is the five modules going step by step. You can take your time going through it to find your style. You learn how to shop. You actually get in there and start shopping and building your wardrobe, and you learn how to put outfits together. Part two is where you get access to the TCE Insider Group. This is where all the little details come together. So you get on demand videos of all the questions you have. And my team and I are constantly making things. Last week, we just made videos on how to tuck in a shirt and when to tuck it in and when not to tuck it in, because we have clients ask consistently same question, and we want a place where you can find it and have it organized. So some other examples of content that's on there: what bra to wear with your summer dress? What if you have small boobs? What kind of bra do you wear? What if you have big boobs? What kind of bra do you wear? What is a right midi dress that works for your height? What colors mix well together? So yeah, all of that. And more examples of what's inside. There's a lot of great content. You get how to dress your shape, what pants work best for you, the list of basics that you need in your wardrobe, the style tracker that helps you track all your findings of what works for you, what doesn't. You get my ultimate shopping guide with a ton of stores to shop from, and you get videos of me sharing content with you. Style Refresh will help you build a wardrobe that's functional yet stylish, that fits your body and your life. You'll feel more confident for everything you show up for and feel good in what you wear. And you'll stop stressing about what to buy. what fits right, or what to let go of. And you'll have the key to knowing your style, your goals, and learn more about yourself in the process. So it is $2,225, but you get it for only $267. If you're on here watching and you're a style member, because you're a style member, you get your extra discount, but you'll get an email shortly with the code. If you're not a style member, it is $267 for all of that content and 2 months worth of on-demand videos to help you along the way. I am adding some special bonuses. So bonus one is we get 2 months of monthly live Q&A calls. I want to be there to support you if you have questions as you're going through the process. So we have some monthly live calls where you can show up on video, you can ask just questions, and I'll answer them for you. Number two, you get my denim guide for every body type, because who doesn't want a great fitting pair of denim? And with so many options out there, it's good to talk about what styles could work for you. And bonus three, you get 2 months of the TC Insider Group, and that includes shopping guides I send monthly, plus access to the exclusive videos and content that we make to help you put together outfits and answer your style questions. And more examples of what is in the TC Insider Group with the on demand videos. We talk about shoes. We talk about what shoes are best for traveling, the right sneakers for your style personality, how to wear some of the new trends. We talk about pants, what fits your body type best, and how to get new ideas on different styles that you can try. You get outfit formulas as well, so you know exactly how to put things together, and color combinations because it changes the way your style is. If you purchase while we are still on this webinar, you get an extra month free of the TC Insider Group. And by the way, TCE stands for the Closet Edit. That's the name of the business, the Closet Edit. But instead of 2 months that comes with the program, you get 3 months free just for purchasing while we are on this call. Take your shopping to the next level. This is only available until the end of April. This is seasonal. I only do this 2 times a year. I do it for spring and I do it for fall, because everything I put together are pieces for the season that you can shop from right now. That is why it is only available for a month, because we want everything I post on there to be available to purchase and put together. So don't forget, this is what the website looks like when you click on the button. You can go to myclosetedit.com/refresh. It should show the button to access this as we're talking. Um, and you can click that as well. But I want to get started on the Q&A. So if you have any questions you want me to answer, let me know in the chat box and I will get to them. So, can past clients join Style Refresh? Yes, please. I create this as a resource, yes, for new clients because it teaches you everything you need and helps you find your style and shop. But if you have worked with me before, this is a great resource for you to get continued support outside of that one on one sessions that you are paying for. I don't have time to shop for spring. If you don't have time to shop, you're just going to get stuck in buying things that don't work for you and get stuck in that cycle. So, what is great about this is that you can take your time going through it and shopping, and you have 3 months of access to the the TCE Insider Group. So you'll continually, after you go through Style Refresh, you will get 3 months of additional shopping boards to shop from with 20 pieces a month. I don't know anything about fashion. Oh, let's get to a question. So I would like to work with you one on one this summer, fall. Yes, we work with clients out of state all the time. It is virtual through Zoom. And if let's see. Oh, is there a way? No, sorry, I don't know a way of answering that. If you write to me at hello@myclosetedit.com, you can reach out and you can schedule a session to do a one-on-one. And there are two different packages that we do with our one-on-one clients. So yes, definitely we can do that. Um, if you don't know anything about fashion, you can still do this because you learn the process and I give you everything you need. So you don't have to be shopping on your own and making decisions by yourself without knowing and having that guidance. So you don't need to know about fashion to do this at all. I share everything with you. My body is hard to shop for because this is something that I know women and men both struggle with. It's very interesting because when I work with someone, it's almost like they want to warn me, like, you know what? I'm really struggling, and my body is so different. My body is this or that. My hips are too wide, my waist is too small, my boobs are too big. Everybody has something. And it's not your body that's hard to shop for, it's that you're not wearing the right pieces and shopping for the right pieces. And what if I can't buy a whole new wardrobe for spring? In the process, I have a way of showing you how to shop so it's not overwhelming. And again, you could do as much shopping as you want, or you can go through the process and do little by little. But we start with three core wardrobe items to shop from, and then you could build from there. But you can definitely just keep shopping if you want. So you don't have to buy a whole wardrobe for spring if that is not in your budget. And Jennifer, if you are interested also in one on one, this could be also a great way to start because you get additional support in going through it. A lot of my clients I've had that we've worked together one on one really end up liking doing the TCE Insider Group or Style Refresh because they learn the behind the scenes on how to do everything, which is really helpful as you're going through it. And you can become more aware as we're making decisions, shopping, and pulling things together. So just something to keep in mind. If you get started today, I want to remind you get that extra month of the TC Insider Group. And that's 3 months instead of 2 months of on demand videos and our time together. So I want to thank you so much for joining me today. I feel like I could talk about this forever, and that is why I created Style Refresh so we can keep talking about style and helping you and answering your questions and making this easy for you. Okay, if you are looking for fall, winter, spring is definitely not your time to do that. You want to do that for fall and winter. Um, so you can do anytime after September. August, pieces start trickling into the stores, but if you're looking for a full refresh, it's better to do it September and October because more of those heavier weight items will be in. So that's the best time to start shopping. Right now for spring, summer, it really is like lighter weight pieces, lighter colors, and things like that, but definitely not heavy knit sweaters or winter coats. Very minimal, even boots. Some clients were writing to me like, "Hey, I'd love to get a great deal on a boot. Should I start shopping?" And there honestly aren't that many options. And people are so much more excited to shop for the season than looking forward anyway. So it's hard to get stuck in trying to shop for something when you're experiencing like warm weather and the sunshine coming out. Okay. Thank you so much for spending time with me today. And if you want to go to myclosetedit.com/freefresh or just myclosetedit.com, get more resources. I am here to support you along your style